Hello again, this is PC Delta Link, back with our Enigmatica 2 Let's Play Normal Mode. This is episode 31. Alright, I have a couple things I'd like to show you guys today, and we are finally going to get started in the Draconic Evolution mod. But first, there's one quick thing I'm going to show you, and I only set up one of these for now. So the other ones I'm not as concerned about, and I'll get them later, but I had said I was going to automate these and show you guys that I could. So I'm going to. I don't have a room set up for this yet either, so I just kind of threw it in the wall back here. But this is, we have automated the logic processors. So, and I'm going to show that real quick. I'm just going to throw this crafting terminal right here. Come on, it's got to update. There we go, device online. So basically what we told it is that it creates a logic processor with one silicon, one gold ingot, and one redstone, and this is a processing pattern, not a crafting pattern. So all those items get dumped into this chest, and then, well, I can order one, and you can kind of see it in action here. Let me go to craftable. Here we go. I'll tell it to make us two. Time to make silicon over there. That's just taking it a while. So there's the gold. There's the silicon. You see those get properly pressed, and then they go here. And then this is properly pressing it into a processor. Alright, I ordered two. Then this gets imported into our system. So this works. This could be more compact. This is definitely not the best setup for it, but this would work for me, and really I don't care at this point to get like the most compact setup possible. I just want it to be functional and in its own room. I just kind of did that. I wanted to get to Draconic Evolution today, so I just kind of wanted to build this to show that it can be done and then move on. So let me explain how I set this up, and then you guys can kind of make your own ideas better, make it more compact. I know there's a couple good videos out there for automating processing creation. But anyway, so this setup requires a couple item filters from Ender.io, basic item filters. And this isn't too expensive. It's just 4 paper, or black paper apparently, 4 paper around a hopper. And this allows you to whitelist items, which whitelisting means that it will only allow that particular item to go into that spot. So how these work is, see, this is our logic press, so we need our gold ingot to go in here. So if you look under, we have it on insert, and here's our filter, and you just place it in this spot right here, and then this grid will show up, this gear wheel, and this lets you choose what you want to filter on this whitelist. So we put a gold ingot here, so only gold ingots will go into this spot. We did the same thing over here with silicon. We have our silicon in the item filter on this one right here, so only silicon will go in here where the silicon press is. Then the silicon gets outputted and goes underneath into this one in the middle, and then this one here, the press logic circuit goes in here as well. Now this is set to insert and extract because redstone is supposed to come in here, and you don't need a filter on this one because redstone, well, there's no access to the bottom from the upper area, but redstone cannot go into the top spot, and you can try and it won't let you do it. So that's why you don't need a filter here. Just like I don't think gold can go on the top. No, gold can only go here. So because of that, you don't need a filter for this middle one, because they can only go in one spot each. So they'll know where to go automatically. So yeah, the gold gets pressed and goes up, over, and into the top, and then the redstone comes straight from the chest over and to the middle, just like that. And then they get pressed. This is set to insert and extract, so it will also pull out from the extract spot here when it's done being crafted. This goes down over here and into the chest between the smelting factories over here. And now how I have this set up, because otherwise this could just pull items as well, is we have this with another item filter over here on insert, and only the logic processor is allowed to be inserted here. Because if I did not do this, then it could just take the items directly from the chest, and as soon as they get into this conduit, it could just take them all the way to the chest instantly and put them right back in the system. So we had to whitelist it to where only the processor can go back in the system. And of course we had the import bus on the... Whoa, huge lag there. And of course we have the import bus on the back of the chest here, which brings the whole thing back into the system. So yeah, just like that, we've automated how to get some of this stuff. Where is... I'm going to kind of show this off a little bit quicker. Let me just do this real quick. This shouldn't take but a second. Also, if we look at our crafting patterns, you'll see we expanded a bit more. And we have a few more recipes in here. We have some of the induction matrix items. We have some of these storage components. We have some stuff from Draconic Evolution set up in here that we're going to be using today. We added the speed and the energy upgrades. The energy tablets. We added lithium dust. Here's our processor. Gas upgrade. Yeah, you can see we added quantum entanglement. Yes, this thing should... I haven't tried it yet, but it should have all the necessary ingredients to actually create me a quantum entangleporter. And I guess I could try that real quick, just for fun. Let me see if... Yeah, it can do it. So yeah, that was a lot to set up, because you had to tell it how to make the reinforced alloy, how to make the elite circuits, how to make the advanced circuits, how to make the atomic alloy, how to make the reinforced... You know, you had to tell it how to make all of this stuff, so... That was a lot of crafting recipes to get that into the automation. Here's more for Draconic Evolution we're going to be looking at shortly. Alright, but now that that should be done, let me just order 20 more of these. And yeah, this should just start dropping these in here. And I'll get some acceleration cards on these later. Right now, they're just as is. Oh. Well then. Okay, I guess I do need a filter on this. See, this is why you test some things sometimes. Okay, so it input a piece of silicon in here. So we are going to go to the insert filter for the side of this, if the game will let me. There we go. And we will go ahead and put our redstone for this middle slot, so this should fix this. So I guess when I had multiple items at once, that kind of stopped that. Oh, I bet I know what happened. So, yeah, these items normally can only go... Like, this one's filtered to whitelist only silicon, but these inscribers only hold one item at a time. So because of that, the ones that didn't have a place to go, they went to the next available inventory, which was the middle of this. So if you order just one at a time, that would have been fine. But, yeah, not many people order one piece of something at a time. Yeah, that's not bad. So yeah, I will get some acceleration cards in that later, but for right now, this is just to show you guys that, yes, you can automate these with Applied Energistics 2, and it's not super difficult either. Just takes a little bit of setup, and I could make that cleaner, but I probably won't. If I eventually get those all set up in a room, I'll show you guys again, but yeah, I've demonstrated the one. You guys can do the other ones on your own. Because it would just be the exact same setup, just with different ingredients in the filters. Alright, so we are going to start Draconic Evolution today. This is a very late game mod that gets you incredibly powerful weapons and armor. And just some of the best armor in the game. Probably the best armor in the game, I think. It also gives you one of the only items in the game I'm aware of that lets you teleport between dimensions. There are not many items that let you do that. Let's see, the only downside to this, and I think I mentioned this before, is that the cost to get into Draconic Evolution, especially if you want the armor, is very high. You need thousands of pieces of Draconium for this, and we do have thousands. We have 2,300 Draconium, actually. And yeah, you can see our miners have been working, and this is just absurd how much ore we have. So, Yeah, we're not even going to get into that. All right, so first thing we're going to create. This is the Draconic Evolution information tablet. It's just made from 8 stone, cooked stone. I always call this just cooked stone, with a piece of draconium dust. This is basically your book for Draconic Evolution. And it is... Oh, cool, whatever. It is pretty thorough on all its different stuff. So you can click the different sections. It'll show you recipes. It'll tell you how to get stuff. Good night, that's a long page. It'll tell you how to get some of the higher tier materials, what to do with them, different cores and stuff that there is. Yeah, it's a big mod. There's a lot to go through in here, and I highly recommend just reading through this book at some point. So this is the armor we're going to be making, the Wyvern armor. So that is going to be one of our goals for today. And we are also going to be trying to make a Wyvern bow. But we have a lot of stuff to create to get that far. So there's a couple of components you're going to be using a ton of in Draconic Evolution. The first is this Draconic core. This is made from 4 draconium, 4 gold, and a piece of diamond. And you will need a lot of these, so we're going to go ahead and take one. The next thing you're going to need a lot of is these Wyvern cores here. And you see these take 4 draconic cores to make. So that's already 4 diamonds and 16 draconium. So there's 20 draconium just to make this one thing. And yes, our nether star. This is why we were farming nether stars earlier, because I knew I was going to need them when we got into this mod. Wyvern cores are also used for quite a lot of crafting. So you will need a decent amount of nether stars. I believe I went and farmed the wither a little bit more before I did this episode. And I believe we currently have about 40 nether stars saved up. That should be enough to show you what I want to today, but I will end up needing more in the future, more than likely. Okay, so we're going to take this Wyvern core. The next thing we're going to need is... Draconic Evolution has its own special kind of crafting. Let's see if I can... Yeah, fusion crafting. So yeah, here's a decent picture of it. So you basically have a fusion core and these different fusion crafting injectors, they're called, and there's different tiers of them, because of course there is. And you have them in a line with the altar, and you place items on them, and through the power of electricity and Minecraft mod magic, it takes those items that are on these crafting injectors and combines them into a new item. So the first thing we're going to need, and it actually shows us right here, the fusion crafting core with 4 lapis, 4 diamond, and a draconic core. And we've got that sitting right here. So we're going to go ahead and take that. The next thing we're going to need is crafting injectors. And I had said there's different tiers of this. This is the first tier. So this is diamond, a draconic core, a block of iron, and 5 stone. And we're going to need 10 of these in total. So I'm actually going to come over to the crafting terminal and order 9 more of them because we taught it how to make these. Yeah, here they are. So we're going to need 10 of these in total. So yeah, we're just going to tell it to craft that for me. Yeah, that doesn't take long. There we go, 10. Now I'm going to drop the draconic core and the Wyvern core in here because we'll need those later, and the system it'll be nice to have the system have access to them. Do I have my... Huh. Where would I have my Certus quartz wrench? Well, we're going to need another ME crafting terminal, so I'm going to real quick... We're going to need a formation core and an annihilation core to get that. So I'm just going to real quick tell it to craft us some of these. Yeah, the bright illuminated panel. Crafting terminal. Okay. And then all I need is a... Oh, come on. All I need is a couple pieces of wood. Give me another crafting table real quick. Oh. There we go. That and a calculation processor right there. There's our crafting terminal. Thank you. Okay. So we're going to head downstairs to that room I had said we had set up for Draconic Evolution. Oh, we have one last thing to show before we go. That we're going to be using this as well for the creation of some of our Wyvern tier items, the Wyvern armor and the Wyvern bow. This is a Wyvern energy core. This is 4 draconium, a draconic core, 4 blocks of redstone. So another thing we'll be using quite a bit of in this mod pack. Okay, so we're going to head down, and we had said over here. This is going to be our room for Draconic Evolution. I already had one. I couldn't remember if I put a terminal in here or not, so now we can access everything from in here as well. We don't have to run back upstairs. And we have one power cable. We did remember to bring power over here this time, unlike, yeah, the other day. Now, I will make this room prettier in time, but for right now, I'm just focused on showing you guys how the fusion crafting works and how to set it up properly. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our fusion crafting core in the middle. You see it just kind of sits there, but now we have these 10 fusion core injectors. These go around the fusion core in different spots around the room. They just have to be kind of lined up with it. There's not any real particular order they have to be in. I think the book actually shows you. Let me take a look here at fusion crafting. Here it is. Yeah, fusion crafting setup. So yeah, it kind of shows you here. You can see the fusion core in the middle there. As long as the crafting injectors are within those glass blocks, up, down, above, below, any of the cardinal directions, they will work. So yeah, that's why we kind of are doing this as is. And let's see, we're going to put 6 there, and we're just going to put the other 4, 2, 3, 4 right there. And these, when you place them down, they will face toward the crafting core, which is what they should do. So, well, okay, or it depends on the orientation of your player. Oh my gosh. Ah! Okay. What? Okay, I will get this, I swear. There we go. Alright, the next thing we need, now that we have these set up, is they need power. Okay, and I may actually not have enough power cable. I might have to make some more here. Oh, jeez. Can I not get that back? I accidentally placed the cable onto the altar. It doesn't look like I can, so I'm just going to have to break that to get it back. Even better, I don't think that gave it back. It didn't. How the heck? Okay, there we go. Jeez. So you don't shift right click, you just right click if you want the item back. Okay. There we go. So all these are powered now, or they should be. Now, they're not going to do anything until we get a recipe going on this, so that's what we're going to do, and we're actually going to start with something simple. We're going to go ahead and try to make a draconic bow, or a Wyvern bow, sorry. So let me pull up the recipe for that. Oh, we don't need the table for that. Ha! I thought we did for some reason. Okay, we just need a Wyvern core, a Wyvern energy core, and 2 draconium ingots. And I think we already have all that. Yeah, we're just going to put this here, put the bow there. There, please, thank you. And do that, and there we go. There is our bow of the Wyvern. This is going to be the bow we used to kill the Ender Dragon. So this bow is powered by RF. It is not run off of durability. It just has the RF power. Now, it does still require ammo, but we're going to enchant it with infinity, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is Let's see here. I don't think the armor requires the crafting table, does it? It does not. So I just need 4 Wyvern energy cores and 4 Wyvern cores. So we're gonna tell this thing to craft 4 of these. So that shouldn't take long to finish. Oh, it's already done. Okay. And then we need 4 of these. Yeah, we're using our precious nether star supplies finally. There we go. Okay, now we need some diamonds, which we've got. We need to make a set of diamond armor. So the helmet, the boots, the chest, and then the legs. Okay. So I believe this goes here, and we should just be able to put draconium ingots there, and yeah, here we go. Here's Wyvern legs, Wyvern helm, Wyvern chest plate, and Wyvern boots. And again, these do hold power, so I'm actually going to run up to the energetic infuser real quick and drop these in here. There's another way we can charge these later on, but at the moment we don't have it. So they hold only 25,000 for now, which is not a whole lot of energy, but it's something at least. Okay, so there's 3. And 4. Alright, as nice as our old armor has been and it has served me well all this time, it's time to finally switch it out. Okay. Actually, what I'm going to do real quick, because we're going to kind of be down there, let me grab this energetic infuser, and I'm just going to bring it with us. We'll just set it up off the power cables downstairs in the Draconic room, because we're going to need it. So, you notice it started draining power from my armor, and they're actually at almost 0 again, but it filled up this bar in the bottom left corner. So how this armor works is it doesn't really have defense so much it has an energy shield, which you need to keep it supplied with power, but in return it basically makes you immortal if you have it powered. The Draconic set is much more powerful, but this one, the Wyvern armor may not make you immortal. The Draconic one I'm pretty sure does, but it highly reduces the damage you take while it has power and charged. Alright, I'm going to move on. We have a little bit more we're going to do here. Let's see here if I can remember. Here we go. So one of the things we're going to need is we are going to need these Wyvern fusion crafting injectors. We have to create these. And these are made on this fusion crafting setup with 4 diamonds, a draconium block, a Wyvern core, and 2 draconic cores. And we need, I believe, 7 of these? I'm honestly going to have to look real quick, but I think it's 7 we need. I'm going to pause real quick while I look at that, because there's 71 pages of recipes here, so I will be right back. Okay, so I just got done looking through the recipes. I need 8 of them, not 7. So, we have 10 here, but the thing is we have to use some of them in the creation of those crafting injectors. So, we need 8 of these. We need 32 diamond, 8 blocks of draconium, 16 cores, and 8 Wyvern cores. So I'm going to craft these, because this is going to take a little bit. Okay. $16, I said, right? Sorry, I'm need my caffeine to kick in. Yeah, 16. We need 8 of them. Okay. So 16 of that. I'm going to take the Draconium and get a block going here. I need 8 blocks. And then we need half a stack of diamond and the cores. Okay, so we're going to actually take one of these off of here. We're going to put this in the middle, in the input slot up there. Now, if I were... How did I get 7 extra diamonds? Go away. And we're just getting quests done left and right. Okay. Now, if I remember right, unfortunately, this thing does not let you put one item on there if you have, like, a whole stack of it in your hand. It just tries to, like, set tons of them on there. So we're going to try... We're going to have to, like, manually place only one at a time, which is a huge pain in the butt, but I don't know of another way to do this currently. I'm just going to show this first one. I'll craft the other 8 off camera. So there's 4 of that. 2 of that one we're missing. The Draconium block, I think. Right? Yes? Okay, yes, we're good. So you see it shows all the items. Shows the what it's going to create, and then tells you to start. So we're going to hit start. Then you get these lovely, cool little effects here. Lightning going on everywhere. No, that doesn't hurt you. You're fine if you want to stand right in it and watch. So you see it charges up, and then it's going to take the items. And then see it's still crafting. This looks awesome, by the way. Almost done. And there we go. There's our Wyvern crafting injector. So all those fireworks and pyrotechnics for that one thing. Alright, I'm going to do the rest of this off camera real quick, because you don't need to see me do that over and over again 7 more times and painfully place the items one by one, so I'll be back in a couple minutes. Okay, I am back, and I was just doing a little testing here on the armor. And, I was actually wrong. For defense, it's kind of the same as the Draconic armor in that you are completely immune to damage while you're wearing this. It takes the health, for lack of a better term, out of that shield on the bottom left-hand corner. At the moment, though, we aren't really recharging it well and fully, but there's a way we can get around this, and a better solution we have. So you can get these things known as Wyvern flux capacitors, and I'll show you the recipe because it's kind of expensive. 4 of those Wyvern energy cores, and then 4 Draconium and a Wyvern core. So, not cheap, but these hold a lot of RF. If you look at this, this holds 64 million, and you can see also that this charges ridiculously slowly in this energetic infuser. It's been here for a couple minutes and only has 1 million RF, but this should be enough to demonstrate. So what you can do with this is you hold it in your hand and you shift right-click, and see right there it has mode charge armor, charge held items, charge armor and held items, and held items meaning like the bow and arrow right here. So it's just a way for you to carry energy around portably to be able to keep your armor topped off at all times for whenever you take damage. So now if we ever take any damage outside, if I can go jump off something high real quick, you see it just instantly fills the armor back up. Let me see if I can throw this directly in the matrix. Oh, I just put the charge from there. Okay. I just took the charge off of that, so never mind. Well, we have another thing we can create, though, to help out with this. And we are going to craft this real quick, I think. We are running low on time. Here it is over here. An energy infuser. This is from Draconic Evolution as well. It requires a couple things we don't have. We're going to need 3 Draconic cores, an energy core stabilizer, and an enchantment table. We'll start with the enchantment table. Oh gosh, we actually don't... Are you kidding me? We don't have the obsidian or the books for that. I know we got a little bit of obsidian in here. We are kind of low on obsidian, though. Books? Books might be... Here's a book. Okay, we're good. In the meantime, I'll tell this thing to craft us 3 more Draconic cores, since that's what we're going to need for this. So, alright, infuser. Give me the enchantment table. There we go. I hate that it clears my recipe off here when I'm in this terminal. Sorry, the energy core stabilizer. Of course it requires more. Oh, that's not too bad. Yeah, block of redstone for this particle generator. Blocks of redstone, blaze rods, and Draconic core. I don't have blaze rods in here? Oh, I got them over here. Okay, there's that. And this was with 4 diamonds, I believe. Yep. Okay. And then we used up one of our Draconic cores, so I need 1 more of these again. There it is. Okay. Last time I should have to do this for now. Infuser, here it is. Boom, done. Okay, I'm going to take some of this cable real quick, because I might be able to show off a little something here. This is not where this is going to be full-time eventually. Okay, it does just power that. Cool. I was hoping it would. But we're going to do a little something here. So I had said you can upgrade the cable on mechanism by just taking the next higher alloy and right-clicking it. So I'm going to do that there. So see, that just turned 8 pieces of this cable the next tier up. We're going to also make this elite. And the reason I did that is because I'm about to use an atomic alloy and make this unlimited for how much power this thing can handle per second. So there we go. So this thing's now only limited by the amount of RF that our system can output, which at the moment is 25 K RF per tick. So you see, that's charging way faster. Our system's actually not handling this well. But wow, it's actually going up. Well, sort of. A little bit. That looks awesome, though. Look at that. The little dragon wings slowly charging the core thing. You can see we're already at 18 million. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. And actually, I think I'm going to mine this up because our system is not happy with this. But I think that's going to be about all the time we have for today. We're already a little over our time. My last 2 episodes have gone way over. So I'd prefer to not have a ridiculous amount of overtime on this episode. So yeah, we're going to end that there. Next episode, we're going to get back to working a little bit further on Draconic Evolution, getting some of our gear ready, because we're going to be getting ready to go to the end pretty soon. And now having this armor is the first step to that. So alright, that's going to be it for today. I hope you all enjoyed this. Any questions, feel free to ask me. And yeah, I will see you all next time. Have a good day.